The spectator shuffles a deck of cards and the magician makes a prediction. The deck is split into two and the spectator counts a number of red cards in one half in order to generate a random number. That random number is then used to select a single random card. The magic unfolds when the selected card and the magician's prediction are revealed to be an exact match. This is stunning. This is CoachTrick. Welcome to the home of amazing and inspiring tutorials. If you're looking for a prediction effect that is guaranteed to blow minds, then look no further. I also predict that this trick will become one of your favourites, as it's entirely self-working, can be performed with a shuffled deck and requires no prior setup. Simple but amazing. Follow along as we uncover the secrets within. As ever, stick with us until the end as we reflect on the broader impacts and benefits of learning magic. Okay, let's jump into it. Grab a deck and let's go. Okay, as ever, let's kickstart by taking a look at the effect itself. This is going to be a demonstration of the true connection that exists between red cards and black cards in any deck of cards. And we're going to start just by giving the deck to spectator and asking them to give it a shuffle. And they can shuffle the deck as much as they like. The cards really are mixed. And you can prove that just by showing the cards like so. Now, before we go any further, you're going to make a prediction. So you're going to take a piece of paper or a piece of card, and you're just going to envision what you think is going to be a good prediction card. And you're just going to note that down like so. And you're going to fold that up so nobody can see. So that remains hidden. Then you're going to place it to the side, and that prediction is going to stay just there. Now you want to divide the deck into exactly two. So ask the spectator to take the deck and just to count off 26 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And then just place the halves down next to each other just to make sure we've definitely got an even split. That looks good. So you're now going to ask the spectator to point to one of the packs. Let's say they point to this one here. You'll give that pack to them and you'll take the other one for yourself. Now you want the spectator to use their pack to generate a totally random number. So you're going to ask them to take their pack of cards and count how many red cards they have in it. So they'll just take their cards like so and they're just going to count the number of red cards they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 red cards. So there can be no doubt that we now have a random number 11. There's no way that you or anyone else could have known what that number would be. So we have the number 11. You're now going to harness the connection that exists between red cards and black cards by using that number to select a card from your pack. And you're going to do that by simply counting down 11 black cards. Remember, 11 being the random number generated by the spectator. So you're going to take cards from the top of your pack and you're going to count 1 for each black card. So that's a red card, that's a red card, red card, black cards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's the 11th black card. We have the 4 of spades. You can now bring in your prediction that's been sitting on the side from the very beginning of the trick. Let's just remind ourselves what's happened. From a deck shuffled by the spectator, that deck was divided in two. The spectator generated a random number by counting the number of red cards in their pack. There's no way that anybody could know what that number would be. You've then used that random number to count down and select a single card from your pack. You also have your prediction just here, which was written before the trick even began. All that's left to do now is to reveal the miracle that your prediction that's been in sight the entire time is indeed none other than the 4 of spades. Okay, so let's take a look at the secret to this clever miracle. This really is entirely self-working. You just need to make sure that you've got a full deck of 52 cards. And to start with, give the deck to the spectator, ask them to give it a shuffle. They can shuffle the cards as much as they like. It's entirely up to them. Now, once they have shuffled the deck, you can then show the cards to prove that they're all mixed up. But what you're actually doing here is you're going to note the value of the black card closest to the face of the deck. So in this instance, we can see it's the Queen of Clubs, and that will be your prediction card. It will also work if that card is on the face of the deck itself, but I prefer to have a red card on the face, and we'll take a look at why in just a moment. But in any case, this black card closest to the face is your prediction. So take a note of that, the Queen of Clubs, and you can show the rest of the cards like so. You'll note down your prediction card on a piece of paper or a piece of card. So we can see the Queen of Clubs. Don't let anybody see that, of course. And then just fold that up. And then you can leave that on the side where it will stay. You now need to divide the deck into exactly 2. So you'll ask the spectator just to count 26 cards off the top of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and then you can place the halves next to each other on the table. Now you want the spectator to take the top half of the deck, this half just here. So ask them to point to a half. If they point to this half, you can just give them that half. If they point to this half, then you can say, great, you'll take that for yourself, and then you can give them the other half of the deck. Either way, they now have what was the top half of the deck. You're now going to ask the spectator to count the number of red cards in their half in order to generate a random number. And this really will be a random number, and that's what adds to the impact. So they'll take their cards and just count the number of red cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13, 14. So 14 will be our randomly generated number. So we're just going to count down 14 black cards from the top of the pack here. And that's going to unbelievably lead to our prediction. So you're just going to count cards from the top, showing them one by one like so. So that's a black card, that's 1. And then place each card just at the bottom of the pack. 2. That's a red card, so we won't count that. 3. 13. 14. So the Queen of Clubs is our selected card, which we know already corresponds with our prediction. Now here's why I prefer to have a red card on the face of the deck at the start, and it just means when you get to this stage here and you've found your selected prediction card, that you'll have a face down card here on the pack, and I think that just looks a little bit better. It will still work if your original face card is a black card. It just means you'd exhaust the pack and this pack will be face up. So it's up to you, but I think this just works a little bit better. All that's left to do now is to reveal the miracle that your original prediction is indeed, of course, the Queen of Clubs. And there you have it, another incredible self-working trick for your repertoire. Remember though, learning magic is about more than just tricks. Practicing magic not only sharpens your skills, but is a great way to build your focus and boost your confidence. Performing a trick and seeing the astonished reactions of your audience can give you a powerful sense of accomplishment. Take this confidence into all areas of life, and there really is no limit to what you can achieve. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, keep moving forwards, keep the magic alive, and take care.